Before the world screamed his name.
BurnaBoy.
Before the Grammy.
Twice as tall, BurnaBoy.
Before the sold out arenas. What if I told you that all of this, all of this, really started as a mistake? This is not just a music story. This is the transformation of Damini Ogulu into BurnaBoy. July 2nd, 1991, in Port Harcourt, Nigeria, a star was born, but no one knew it yet. He came from a family with strong musical roots. His grandfather, he once managed the legend Fela Kuti, and his mother was one of the dancers of Fela Kuti and the mastermind behind his career. He grew up surrounded by sounds from Afrobeat, reggae, dancehall, hip-hop. He wasn't just a listener, he was a student. Then came FL Studio, a laptop, a spark, a sound of destiny being born. He moved to London to study, but music called him back. The lectures never resonated, not the way the beat did. He skipped classes for studio time, eventually dropped out. He returned back to Nigeria. Back home, he met Larry Q. Together, they created a sound no one was ready for. In 2012, the air of Lagos was buzzing, but suddenly, a new voice cut through. Like to party, he dropped like a whisper, but it sprayed like fire. Not your typical club song. It was chill, confident, effortless. It was BurnaBoy. The streets listened. But in 2013, he dropped his debut album, Live, leaving an impact for eternity. Songs like Tonight and Run My Race became a national anthem. Cool, laid back, unapologetically different. Nigeria turned its head, then its ears, then its heart. But success has its own shadows. Between 2014 and 2016, things got dark. Lego issues, industry beefs, and a ban from the UK. The press turned, the spotlight dimmed. Many wrote him off, but Burna, he was waiting, watching, writing. He vanished from the public eyes, but behind the curtains, he was building an armor. He wasn't just making music, he was restructuring his identity. In 2018, he roared back with an album called Outside, and one of the songs in this album is Ye. Then came a twist of fate. Kanye West dropped an album called Ye, and people searching for it found BurnaBoy instead. That mistake became a miracle. BurnaBoy's Ye exploded. The song took over the world. BurnaBoy was no longer just a Nigerian star. He was now a global voice. The world realized this wasn't just another Afrobeat act. It's a phenomenon, a wave. But in 2019, BurnaBoy unleashed the beasts. He released an album called African Giant. It wasn't just an album, it was a declaration. He didn't ask for a seat at the table, he built his own table. From Burna to Anybody to Dangote, these songs moved feet and minds. He didn't just entertain, he educated. He called out colonialism, corruption, and silence. Then came the infamous Coachella poster. His name was in small font. He snapped back. I am an African giant. Put some respect on my name. And that same year, he got his first Grammy nomination. And the world finally asked, who is this BurnaBoy? This wasn't just fame, this was dominance. The African giant has risen. Then came 2020, the world was on pause.
Coronavirus.
But BurnaBoy, he was preparing a masterpiece. He turned the silence into sound. Twice as tall. A bold global project with Diddy as an executive producer. But it wasn't star-studded. It was rooted in blackness, in pride, in truth. Then the moments of truth. March 2021, the Grammys. BurnaBoy's album Twice as Tall was nominated for the Best Global Music Album, and BurnaBoy became the first Nigerian solo artist to win a Grammy for an album. History was made. He wasn't just making music anymore, he was redefining African place in the world.
And one thing I'm going to do before I leave here, I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about where you're all really from. Yeah? Now, when I say, una did yeah, una say, you say, we did. Una did yeah, una did yeah. That means, are you there? You are here.
In 2022, he dropped Love Damini, and with it, a raw emotional hit, Last Last. It wasn't just a breakup anthem, it was therapy turned into chant, a worldwide chant. It don't cast, last last, everybody go chop breakfast. It echoed in cars, clubs, hearts. That year, BurnaBoy sold out Madison Square Garden, the first Nigerian artist to do it.
I guarantee you, there's nothing that's happening now that I didn't tell them in 2013 and 2014, 15, and 16. You know, like I've been saying this was gonna happen because, like, I knew.
You felt it.
Yeah, I just knew.
He speaks of identity, struggles, victories. He doesn't follow trends, he starts them. He brought Fela's fire, Mali's message, and his own unapologetic truth. He made the world say African music wasn't trending, it was a foundation. He didn't just rise, he shifted the sky. He challenges the West, and he dares us all to listen. BurnaBoy isn't just in the culture, he is the culture. From the dusty streets of Port Harcourt to the grandest global stages. BurnaBoy's rise was never an accident. He didn't just become an artist, he became a movement. The truth is, the African giant is still rising.
It's still a work in progress. There are many more milestones to attain.
Where did the name BurnaBoy come from?
This is weird, but I used to draw comic books and stuff. I know I don't look like it, but yeah, I used to draw comic books and like copy, like, you know, different like Spider-Mans and Superman. I would just draw it. And then at a point I wanted my own. I wanted to be my own superhero where I could draw me as a superhero, you know, with a cape and all that. So I was trying to come up with a name and all I could think of was BurnaBoy.
No way, that's where BurnaBoy comes from?
Literally.
You're a
Because you know
superhero.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, Spider-Man, BurnaBoy.
Exactly.
Wow.
You understand? And that's kind of what shows in the music, to know what's next. You know, everybody wants to know what's after what's next. You understand? Because knowledge is power. Everybody wants to know what they don't know, like what's beyond their understanding. Everybody wants to, you know, because that's just human nature, you understand? I try to figure out, and you know, at the end of the day, I try to not stress myself too much about it, because what's beyond your control and beyond your power and beyond your understanding, you can only try to dumb it down to your own understanding, and that might necessarily not be the full picture. So, I mean, me, I just try to study and just, you know, not really overthink it.